Want to work in human rights? Or are you already working in the human rights sector? If you've looked into employment opportunities in this industry, you may have noticed how scarce these opportunities are and how people are compensated less compared to people in other fields with similar experiences. By creating this channel, I wanted to show you why we often struggle financially despite our intense investment in our careers and how we, as individuals, can make human rights work financially sustainable. Let us start by asking why we are less well off compared to people in other areas of work. How come we earn less while working more, often under difficult conditions? Well, to begin with, even before entering the field, we must make a significant advance investment into our prospective careers. The field of human rights is very competitive. Many jobs require a master's degree and an excellent command of English, and possibly other languages. To show that you have achieved business-level fluency, you would probably need to get a degree abroad unless you're blessed to be raised in an Anglophone environment. Some jobs even require that you know a second language, such as Arabic, French, or Spanish. Achieving an excellent command of any foreign language takes lots of time, effort, and often some financial investment. Imagine your mother tongue is one of the less spoken languages, and you must learn 2 foreign languages just to be considered an eligible candidate. Let's say you were lucky enough to obtain a master's degree, hopefully in an Anglophone country. But even after graduating from your expensive grad school, chances are that you won't get a job immediately after graduation. So you have to be an intern somewhere. The bad news is that many internships are unpaid, even if they ask you to work full-time. Most United Nations interns are not paid at all, while living and working in the most expensive cities in the world. As an important side note, if you are lucky enough to be in a position of power within your organization, please make paying your interns a top priority. They are our future. Let's assume you've somehow managed to survive after not being paid for an extended period of time while paying back your hefty student loans. You still have to risk unemployment because entry-level positions are hard to come by. It seems like you need 3 years of experience to get any kind of job, but where can you obtain that experience if no one wants to give you any kind of paid work at your level to begin with? After bending over backwards to secure your first real job, your wages probably wouldn't be that high. Far too many people are looking for the same kind of jobs as you, and the oversupply results in lower salaries at every level. If hundreds of others are willing to do the same job for less, you don't have much bargaining power. What is worse, earning less now has serious long-term effects. To become well off, you need to start investing as early as possible because you can start reaping the fruits of your investment earlier and reinvest them so that you can gain more in the long run. If you are stuck in a non-paid or low-paid job in your 20s and 30s and finally manage to save up some money in your late 30s, it'll be difficult to catch up with people who have been investing since their early 20s. In addition to earning and investing less and late, frequent moving means you spend a lot of time and money to settle down in a new environment. You need to buy new things or ship your old things, only to throw them away, sell them at a lower price, or re-ship them to your next destination. It also makes it more difficult for you to build lasting friendships and relationships that you can count on when in need, emotionally or otherwise. A stable relationship may also help mitigate financial and other risks, but if you can't predict where on earth you will be in a year from now, it would be challenging to build a long-term partnership. To make matters worse, we tend to treat money as a taboo and avoid learning about all things money. In a corporate setting, employees often like to talk about money and how to get richer. In NGOs and international organizations, people seem to talk less about how to earn money and accumulate wealth. This is a natural consequence of nonprofit sector workers being more oriented towards achieving social justice and realizing a better world than making money, which is obviously a good thing. But we should not be ignorant about money when we are, on average, making less in the first place. But why do we need to be better off and more financially stable? First of all, we all need to be materially and psychologically satisfied to be a moral and kind human being. When we're struggling financially, we feel stressed and pressured, leading us to make bad decisions, both in professional and private contexts. To avoid our financial woes getting the best of us, we must have enough money in our bank accounts and know how to live a happy life within our means. Confidence in your financial capability also makes it easier for you to advocate for your cause more fiercely in your workplace when you think something is wrong. Being able to afford to quit definitely makes us stronger against undue pressure. Moreover, we can use our money to invest in keeping ourselves up to date, network, and acquire new skills. Working for a nonprofit or a non-paying client should never mean that the quality of your service could be compromised. Arguably, the less experienced or educated your clients are, the more experienced and educated you need to be so that you won't put them in an even more vulnerable position without them even knowing. On a more personal level, we can protect ourselves and our loved ones if we have enough money. You can live in a safer neighborhood, take a taxi instead of walking in a dangerous area, or seek medical attention before things get out of hand. Or you can save and invest for a rainy day to stabilize your life. You can also spend that money on activities that make you happy, such as hobbies, visiting family and friends, or treating yourself to a nice meal every now and then. As we have seen in this video, we need to be more financially stable to better serve our lofty goals and enhance our personal well-being. But easier said than done. How can we achieve financial stability despite all we have discussed today? That will be the topic of my next video. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified of my future videos. Thank you for joining me on my journey towards financial stability as a human rights worker.